For some reason, none of us guys want to talk about the dark side of porn. None of us want to talk about the self-esteem issues that we have as a result of it. The endless years of body dysmorphia. Well, I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to tell you what's happened to me. So I was watching porn for a decade, right? And it was something that I just couldn't shake. It was something that I went to when I was lonely. It's something I went to when I didn't have any women to talk to. And it was there. It was almost like a friend, right? It was something that it was just comforting. And I never realised the problem with it until obviously I got to the point where I was quitting, but that was when I was watching some really weird stuff, right? Like incredibly weird. No one ever talks about the lingering effects that porn has. No one ever says about how it affects them. And I want to bring this to light because it's not fair you living your life without feeling like anyone can relate to you. So, like I said, I was watching porn for a decade and it has not been easy. One of the worst problems I've experienced with coming away from porn is major body dysmorphia. I remember for a period of time, I decided to go celibate. This was about for 4 years. I had just broken up with my girlfriend in sixth form and it was a really rough time. There was instances where I would be interacting with girls in my class and for some reason I just couldn't talk to them properly. There was just this weird friction between me and them. And they were lovely girls and I could tell they were interested, but for some reason just something didn't click in my brain and I was weird. I was anxious and I've never been anxious like this in my life. Like as a kid, I was never the type of person to really struggle interacting with people. But for the first time in my life, around the age of 17, I had really been struggling. And this was because of my reliance on porn. One of the main reasons why I went on this semen retention celibacy bout for 4 years is because I felt so much shame about myself that I didn't want to go talk to women. Let me say that again. I felt so much shame about myself that I didn't want to talk to women. I thought there was something wrong with me to the degree that a woman would never want to have sex with me. Because I've been watching that much porn. Like, this stuff is real. I watched that much porn where I thought I just could never please a woman. Ever. In my entire life. That shame has carried on for many years. Even up to the point now where I have a girlfriend, right? A really supporting partner. I still get bouts of that shame. You probably have it. You probably have guys in your friend group where they're taking the piss about, oh yeah, like my dick is small or something like that. Oh yeah, it's funny. But that person there has got serious porn problems. For a guy to be sitting there around joking about it, he's insecure about it. And this affects a lot more guys than most people want to recognise. A lot of guys are incredibly insecure about it, and that's because they watch porn. Guys take their lives over this kind of stuff. But I'm now at a point where I'm fixing things and I'm making my life better and I'm slowly healing the wounds that has been caused by porn. So I'm going to give to you what I'm currently doing. Firstly, you have to quit porn. This is non-negotiable. There's no space for a healthy relationship and porn. You say to yourself that you want to have a relationship in the future, that you want kids. Well, why are you still watching porn? They cannot exist in the same space. At all. Ever. No watching porn ever again. Get rid of all social media models. Get rid of any TikTok models. Any girl that makes you kind of feel a little bit, ooh. Get rid of them off social media because you don't need them. And next thing, this sounds really weird. Set your phone up and get naked and literally just look at yourself naked. The reason why this is so effective is because for years and years, you've been watching porn. You've been watching other men with different sized dicks to you. The problem with this is your brain now expects to see that. So when you go to have sex, this is why people get porn-induced erectile dysfunction. Their brain is so used to seeing a bigger dick that when they get their normal average sized dick out, it doesn't work because your brain's like, I want to see this 8-inch piece. But you don't have that. So the idea here, when you view yourself naked and you look at yourself as a whole, you're teaching your brain what your body looks like. So then as a result of this, your brain is over time going to slowly get used to it, and this is how you fix the problem that has been caused for years. But this isn't going to be a one-night fix. This is dedication over a long period of time to the point where you can now look at yourself with confidence. And then lastly, it's really important for you to create positive feedback loops within sex. See, at the moment, you maybe only have negative feedback loops around yourself and you tell yourself these bad things and you say, oh, I'm not enough, and you feel shameful and you feel guilty and you're like, you know what, I'm not even going to bother having sex with women. That's the worst thing you can do. What you need to do instead is form positive experiences, because when you have positive experiences, you're saying to yourself, no, I am enough, I am worthy, I don't need to feel this shame, porn does not serve me anymore, I am a man regardless of the size of my dick. It's building confidence in an area which you lack confidence, and this just takes time, and you just need to keep playing and playing. But over time, you will get to the point where you are proud of the individual that you are, regardless of what porn says things should be, because it's not real. It's an over-exaggeration that is meant for pleasure. If this video has helped you, and if you find it relatable, follow me on my Instagram, which I'm going to put there. Please like, comment and subscribe. Send this to someone who you think may find useful, and I will catch you in the next one.